Hey everybody, we're still at Gamescom 2016. I'm Scott.
And I'm Ben.
And we've just seen Mafia 3. Now, on the show floor, it doesn't actually have a hands-on thing, but we did get taken behind closed doors, and we did see a gameplay demo.
Yes, we did.
Yes, so what we do, immediate takeaway from it?
I think it's looking really, really nice. I really like Mafia 2, and this seems to be following in its footsteps and also taking some lessons from GTA 5. Because for me, as good as GTA 5 was, it was still missing something, and I really like the setting, and I really like the way they're approaching the main character in that. All of the trailers for the game so far have been sort of a retrospective kind of court hearing as like, you know, this guy is a badass. He absolutely destroyed this city in this year, and I just love the way they're setting him up.
Well, they've got this whole thing. It's fictional. They're in New Orleans, but it's actually New Bordeaux, which lets them sort of get away with it. Maybe some of the location stuff they want to do. But yeah, the narrative framing of it is that it's actually retrospective. It's like a documentary, and they're looking back on the main character, who's called this guy called Lincoln Clay, who's like an orphan and he's military trained. I think he gets like taken out and he's out for revenge. Doesn't really matter. The point being, it's an open world crime game, and you're this guy who just pretty much seems to be the walking embodiment of like a shotgun blast. Like you're just barreling through offices and parking lots and everything else, just taking dudes out. It's brutal as hell, more so than I've seen the previous games. Like I really like Mafia 2, but guys like Vito, like he's still in the game, but he's resigned to like a helper character. You're pretty much just enacting Lincoln's revenge on like certain people who seem to do him wrong or whatever. But the brutality of it was what stood out for me. It was just like gratuitous, like headshots blasting everywhere, and it was it's just so much fun. Like that was one of the things that I thought, like you know, the old games they skewed a little bit more towards not being anything close to GTA or Saints Row, the directions that those games went in. Mafia 3, I think 2K were just sort of like, you know, balls to the wall, F it, whatever. Let's just do a big crazy open world game. So we did see a couple of gameplay options. It seemed like you could do action or stealth. So we chose the stealth route, which went a bit weird after a while. Yeah.
So it started off and you made a call out on the street, and it was weird because the year's 1968, I think, and he's not got a phone on him. He's not in a pay booth or anything like that.
No.
And he's just talking on the phone to someone, and then his drug dealer slash
van
driver arms dealer guy shows up, and he says, you know, you're not going to believe the weapons I've got for you this time. And he picked the weapons based on the way we wanted to go about the mission. So he picked some silenced weapons, grabbed them, then went to this hotel building where basically the guy at the top is who you wanted to kill. So we could either steal a guy's car who was going to attend the hotel and use his elevator code to get straight up without being noticed, or just walk in through the front door and shoot everything. As you said, we voted for the quiet option. We went up there. It looks pretty good for a while. Like it's introduced the stealth system from The Last of Us and Assassin's Creed, where you can see outlines through the wall, red outlines, so you know where people are roughly. And then he was taking them out. It's the sound design, I think, is amazing in this, because it's so over the top. Like whenever you shoot someone in the head, it's like a melon exploding, and the guns all sound outrageously powerful.
The assault rifles, like in particular, like when he opened up on this, because after a while they were trying the stealth approach, and it just went out the window, because he just started popping heads, and you know, as you do, and so he just brought out this like machine gun, and it was just like, I mean, it might have just been the bass in the room, but it was like the mouth of hell. It was just sort of like just like bellowing. It was just like the loudest, most bassy thing, just blasting rounds into these dudes. It was ridiculous. Great fun, but I mean, for as much as they were touting the whole you can choose how you want to accomplish the mission thing, it still led to this like big finale boss battle type thing against the leader guy, and that sort of like the guy had like a rocket launcher. Was it weird?
He fired an RPG off for some reason. I don't know why.
Just, you know.
And again, we discussed this earlier. I think it's honestly because they wanted to show the mission that was perhaps most explosive without ruining anything from the game. So it did show off the stealth elements that you could use if you wanted to, and they did look pretty good. Did have a couple of rough edges, a little bit of some frame rate issues, and guys falling through objects. But you know, there's still time. This is an E3 build, so it's going to be a little rough around the edges, I think.
I think this is the same thing that they had at E3, but they didn't necessarily give to anybody yet. They're still not having it on the show floor, so at some point it will get playable. They've got the edge on GTA 6 as far as I'm concerned, though, because like that is just years away. And for like as much as GTA 5 was accomplished and polished, I hated the characters in GTA 5. Whereas Lincoln Clay already, like, I'm just sort of like cool, revenge arc. I mean, takeaway from me was I was pretty blown away, literally, metaphorically, and as far as any pun goes. Was like, how was your summation of everything?
I thought it was fantastic. fantastic. For me, I think it's honestly one of the best games I've seen here, if not the best game. I think it's looking really, really good for Mafia 3, and it's coming out in a couple of months' time.
So all in all, it was a pretty good showing, and as far as open world crime games go, the slate's pretty empty. Like GTA is a ways off, Red Dead 2 isn't even confirmed yet.
No Saints Row.
No Saints Row. No Saints Row. Volition are off doing something else entirely. So yeah, as far as we're concerned, Mafia 3 is one of our games of the show. Is it the game of the show? We'll debate that and we'll let you know. But for now, I'm Scott from WhatCulture.com.
And I'm Ben from WhatCulture.com.
And we'll catch you guys soon.
Thank you.